Today is Steve Warren from Warren Heating and Air. We've talked about lots of things so far, heating and cooling. But one thing we haven't talked about is the stuff we can't see, like the ductwork. So tell us about that. Like, what important role does that play in our heating and cooling?
Well, it's a good time of year to have your ductwork checked because we're kind of in between heat and cold. Ductwork system usually is located in your attic or it's located in a crawl space. So either one you don't see on a regular basis like you see your furnace or the outside unit, so it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. But the duct system can really cost you some money if it goes unnoticed, untouched, and unchecked. If it develops holes in it by duct tape or something, the sealant coming loose, maybe rodents have gotten under your house, maybe they've gotten in your attic, and anyway, you have air holes, air gaps, or cracks in your duct system. Well, all that does is suck air in while it's running, or it blows conditioned air out. So either way, you're losing a lot of air. So having a lot of cracks in your duct systems, it's just like opening up at a window. But a window you see and you will go shut it. But the duct system, you don't know it. So it's important to have that checked every 2 or 3 years. Just have it looked at and make sure it's all stays sealed up as in check.
So my Christmas decorations are stored on the other side of some ductwork, and I might crawl over there and I might pull some that stuff over, and I might have some spots that need to be taped up or fixed. I probably don't need to try to fix that on my own, do I?
That's a problem, and it happens under a house as well as in the attic. But like what you're talking about, over time, whether you have electricians, plumbers, heat and air tech, whoever goes up in your attic, whatever, getting Christmas decoration, things get stepped on, and it's not intentionally, they get crushed and they, well, I'll deal with it later. Well, happens under a house too. If it's tight under the house, people may crawl over ductwork and it crushes it. Well, pulls it loose from the main trunk line, or it takes a room and makes no air come out of the vent. So either way, you lose, and you're paying for that heat and air, and it's dumping under your house or it's dumping in your attic. So like I said, have it checked out.
Well, and that cold air, like you said, that's going to make that electricity bill go up higher too, right? Okay, and then what about my dust? Like, does my ductwork, does that come into play with dust in my house?
Your dust, you know, people call us and say, I've got a real big dust problem in my house. And my first question is, do you change your filter regularly? And if they do, and they're taking all the necessary steps to try to keep their house as clean as possible, then we'll go out and check. And we'll notice, well, maybe their cold air return to their furnace is located in the ceiling. Well, that's kind of how they used to do things a long time ago. But now your return air, your cold air return, needs to be located as close to the floor as possible. Because if you think about it, it's just like gravity takes place. Dust will not settle to your ceiling. It will not. It will settle as low as it can get, whether it's on top of furniture, tables, you know, the floor, the carpet. But if your cold air return where it's filtered is close to the floor, your house will be a lot cleaner because it just keeps circulating and collecting that dust. It won't settle to the ceiling, so that's a big problem. Other thing is, in the wintertime, what you can do, don't do it in the summer, but in the wintertime, your thermostat has a fan switch. And you can turn that fan switch from auto to on and circulate the air in the wintertime. Don't do it in air conditioning because you'll have a humidity problem. But keep that air circulating. That'll make your rooms closer to the even temperature, being the same, and your house will be cleaner.
Great information. Those are two things I need to know, especially when I'm about to get that Christmas stuff out. I'll steer clear of that ductwork. Thank you, Steve. It's always a pleasure when you come. If you would like to review this segment of Home Experts with Steve Warren from Warren Heating and Air, log on to WPSDlocal6.com/homeexperts.
All right, thank you, Robin and Steve. Well, the holiday season is coming up, but not all families can easily afford gifts, and that's why we are kicking off our annual Spirit of Giving toy drive. You have until December 13th to help make sure no kid in your community gets left out this Christmas by donating a toy or two. You can drop off those unwrapped toys at Regions Bank locations all across the Local 6 region. Consider dropping off something older too, that for the older kids, I should say, we're distributing to teenagers as well. This year's goal, 8,000 toys. They're distributed in Kentucky, Illinois, Missouri, and Tennessee. You can get all the details and find the location closest to you at WPSDlocal6.com. You could possibly also win a tree while you help local families in need this holiday season, because Mercy Health Lourdes Hospital in Paducah is hosting its annual Festival of Trees. You can buy a $5 raffle ticket at the hospital gift shop for the tree of your choice. Pick out your favorite tree. You can see them on display now at Lourdes, and then the tree drawing will be held at their annual Christmas market on Saturday, December 14th. All proceeds will go toward helping families in need and improving patient care. And speaking of Christmas trees, work is underway on one of the most famous in the world, the Christmas tree that will decorate Rockefeller Center this holiday season. It's a 74-foot tall, 11-ton Norway spruce. As you can see, workers have encircled the tree with scaffolding to help with the decorating process. By the time of the official lighting early next month, it will be covered in 50,000 lights and capped off with a 900-pound star.
All right, tomorrow we've got some wet weather on the way and new information, new data coming in this morning, showing even earlier arrival. That rain is probably going to be getting here mid-morning tomorrow, so umbrellas up by lunchtime.
All right, thank you, Trent. Thank you for watching.